All right. Hi. My name is Stefan. I'm Zarvich. Been playing elves for almost 4 years now. Um, I'm recording a video to kind of help explain some thinking and some playing and how the deck kind of has evolved over the years and what's new and what's hot in the streets and what's good and what I think the deck is kind of trying to do and how it's morphed into this kind of iteration that it has become as more of a mono green ramp deck than a traditional kind of elf ball style Typal deck. This is pretty close to what I'm currently playing in paper. I have some different metagame at my local store than I do online, but I feel like this is kind of the best version of the deck right now. This is, I think, the Pauper Geddon winning list, or if it's not, it's pretty close. It's a pretty standard mono green ramp style deck that is in most formats. It's got some low drop elves, it's got some reloading, it's got some priests, it's got some big threats, it's got some answers, and yada yada yada. But right now the big move in the community, at least, is moving off of multicolored into single colored. So there was for a long time an elf list that I was originally playing. I think this is kind of close to what I was used to be playing before. So this is Jasper Sentinel, Birchler Rangers, multicolored, sideboard, five color kind of nonsense that you could get away with because the format was a lot slower. This is even actually an old one. This is when Basking Brood Scale was in the format, and so you had just like you were dead on turn 3 if you didn't have any answers to that. But as you can see, this deck is a little bit more clunky. So the Jasper Sentinels, the Birchler Rangers don't actually produce mana on their own, so you need to have more one drops or low drops to get off the ground to this kind of point. And as you see with the new mono green decks, it's 9 one drop elves. This is on turn 2. You should start turn 2 with 3 mana. So being able to go 1, 3, 5 in this kind of aggressive shell is really strong. The deck is a lot more in the aggro control space than it used to be aggro combo control. So the cutting of distant melody, the ability to kind of slow down and just play big threats like Generous Scent or Avenging Hunter or Hydra in the mid game is kind of where the new style of play has gone. So it's much more about pushing the aggro lever when you're in aggro matchups, pushing the control lever when you're control matchups, and then just kind of trying to mid-range grind with the rest of the mid-range grind decks by having hardcast Avenging Hunters, hardcast Generous Scent, hardcast Nyx for Hydra. I'm actually going to make one change. I do actually want one of these, and I think I'm just going to cut a land. The big changes to the deck is this stuff. So this is the big iterations that have been found. There's an Italian team that came up with Lignify, which is an answer for mono red as well as just kind of other threats. So the deck now plays 8 removal spells in the sideboard, which is pretty intense for a mono green deck that has no actual removal. So being able to answer Gutter Snipes and Keswick Flame Breathers and Murmuring Mystics and Cryptic Snakes and all this kind of stuff out of the sideboard is pretty intense. Is a pretty big shift from what the deck was kind of trying to do before then, which was just like outvalue the opponent, play a bunch of big stuff, kill them really quickly. There is now this kind of second gear of grinding. So cutting priests, which you never really thought you would do before for 4 removal spells or 8 removal spells, and kind of pivoting really hard into this mid-range monster deck that didn't super exist as a lever before. It was, as you can kind of see with this, like this was a pretty stock list before, and it was like 2 Avenging Hunter. And the Hydras were there just because Hydras were good, but a lot of it was like small elf ball stuff. You get to Timberwatches. Timberwatch is the most important creature in your entire deck. You're distant melodying. You're playing cards like that. You're not playing all 4 Mass Vandals in the sideboard or in the main deck. And so this big pivot has kind of what made Elves one of the top tier decks in the format, is that you can play you can hardcast a Sagu Wildling, and that could get it done. You can play a 5/6 Hydra, and that can get it done. And you can hardcast Generous Sense, because what the hell is a Flaring Terror going to do? And so the move from comboing off and playing Distant Melody into leading the Stampede and casting 45 mana of cards on turn 8 out of nowhere is not really what the format is about and the deck is about anymore, because there's so many ways to pick optimal creatures. There's so many sweepers, there's so much removal in the format, and everyone is kind of ready for it. So you're not going to be able to securely have a bajillion mana on turn 6. You're going to need to be able to cast some stuff off your lands, cast some big things that are able to do it, and that's why the 6 land cyclers and the 2 Sagus for Generous, and so you're hitting land drops at a more regular pace than you used to in the deck, where it was like, well, I need 1 land, and then the deck kind of goes nuts. I'm gonna hop into a league, and I will see you guys in a second. Okay, jumping into round 1 on the play, always where we really want to start. This hand actually is good. So this is kind of what we were talking about in the deck tech, is like, yes, we have this stuff, but we have Sagus, we've got reloads, we've got all this other stuff. So we'll see what's going on. Good luck, have fun. And the annoying thing about elves, obviously, is that we're pretty much immediately under the gun. Like, they know what we're on, they know what we're playing, they know what we're doing. There's not really any element of surprise anymore. Oh, White Weenie, this is exactly what you're looking for. So this, I think, is a pretty easy turn to... Oh, I didn't even need to. I think I'm still going to do the Priest play Roost Seek for a basic. So now we've got just a bajillion mana on turn 3. Yeah, they're just straight up White Weenie. We don't have to worry about, they're probably gonna... Sure, that's fine. This is why you do the land stuff. So now we have... They spent their turn 2 killing a priest, which was going to kill them. But now we get to do this stuff. So Winding Way, creature... That's exactly what we're talking about. I think I'm gonna Mass Vandal their Clue token. So the reason I'm doing this is that we're still adding to the board. We've stopped any sort of pressure. They can't Leonardo. They can't reload. We just did our reload. We have 4 mana. We can play Timberwatch and a Land of War next turn and kind of get grooving. So limiting their options. This is one of those games where we're the control deck. They have a lot of aggro stuff, but like, yeah, turn 3, they were probably going to try to crack a Clue. Yeah, so they're going to replay Thraben, crack a Clue. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Is like, we've stopped their development, we've slowed down, sure. Like, none of this shit matters. We're probably not going to be playing Avenging Hunter anytime soon. But they did... Oh my god, that's so good. I think it's still correct to do this. If they have another Thraben Charm, that's fine. They're down to 3 cards in hand. What do they pick up? Sure, yeah, like, I don't care about this. Okay, yeah, I'll block here, okay. So... sorry. Yeah, so now we're in the... They have to kill us so MFGD fast, because, yeah, we're just cooking them. Okay, I'm gonna do something that could be kind of dumb, but I think is actually good. Is Hydra for 1, we stop their flyer. Next turn, we're hard casting Ents. We've got Timberwatch active. Yeah, they gain just +1/+0, sure. Yeah, okay. So they're trying to go over the top. So that's fine, because we have enough shit in play. We can take another crunch. What is the flip side of this? Does this just die? Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Go here. We can already hardcast End, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to eat their Core Skyfisher. And so taking 6 is fine. Control deck, we've killed their flying threat. They've got a bunch of random crap going along. We get to do this. We're functionally stable. We can start throwing elves into the way. We've got all this stuff. They don't have a flying threat. These die soon. That is crazy that those things just die. Sure. They're getting stuff going. It's a pretty tough matchup just from that aspect of it, but like they're not killing us. Yeah. They're spending this turn. If they attack with 3 things, I'll just block. I'll lose a guy. Are they even going to attack? No. They could. Sure. Okay. Yeah. You have to attack with everything, or you have to attack with nothing. Oh. Didn't mean to go to combat. 3, Timberwatch. And Timberwatch. And pass the turn. There's something to be said about not... Am I just dead in the air? No. Because that happens, yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're throwing a bunch of stuff in the way. This is why I played the Hydra, because we get to do this, this, this. We can throw one here, and then throw one here, and that's fine. And then... Am I dead? Okay, sure. Got me. Alright. Disappointing. But that's okay. Okay, so these guys come in, 4 hunters coming out. So they're an aggro deck that's not really worth our time. I'm going to try 2 of these over a priest, because they're going to have Holy Light. So being able to turn off a flyer is fine. I maybe should have cracked a clue instead of playing the other Timberwatch. I don't know. I'll have to go back. But also I had 2 Avenging Hunters in hand and I never got to do anything. Killing the priest actually did work out. I don't know. But, I mean, it's never good to lose to White Weenie, but it is a good, strong aggro deck. The cutting of the Well-Wishers is definitely the hardest part that I've come across now, is like, that was such a hammer that it does definitely make this matchup a scooch harder because, you don't just have the GG buttons. I'm gaining 10 life a turn, but that's also kind of not what the deck is about anymore. It's, not good against red decks, it's good against mid-range decks. I never run a Quirion Ranger, so I wasn't really going off, but that's, Des Magic. Alright. Yeah, cool, sure. But yeah, I mean, the doubled Saw's Chocobo is pretty gnarly stuff. Definitely not the best hand, because they are main deck Thraben Charms and enchantment removal, but, how often am I getting double Chocobo'd white pump spell off of the double Battle Screech? Like, sure. What are they thinking about? Yeah, your deck is made out of Novice Inspectors. Why are you not playing that? Okay, so this is kind of the Holy Light's not going to kick in until next turn, so they have to have this turn now. Do you have main deck Thraben Charm again? Nope. Cool. That's what they were considering, whether just straight up cycle for Eagles or play Novice Inspector. I will take one. I don't care. Alright, Quirion Ranger off the top. No, but... Alright, how much mana do I have? 7 mana. Does playing the V2 matter? It's a reach blocker. This is a reach blocker. So this is what I'm going to do, is I'm going to cast one of these medium size, 2/3, and 3/4. And just bet. What are you going to do? eat both their creatures. You need to have a bunch of removal. I'm going to start pushing back. V2 as a recovery. If they play, sure, that's fine. That's not really what I would have expected, but... And they missed a land drop. Okay, cool. Anyway, insane rip off the top. Forest cycle. Land. Mass Vandal. Get back my priest. Give. And this is why this deck is bad. So, just completely undid their turn 2, or turn 3. Priest back in play. I could hardcast a Generous End. I could do whatever I want next turn. They're probably going to scoop if they didn't find their third land. If they're going to spend another removal spell on Priest, that's perfectly fine. That's what we anticipated. I don't think that was the right play. Lining Way, creature, V2 Gazi, 2, 3, done. Reach blocker, gain life, put it on the big boy. Combat. 2, 3, 4s, can't kill either of them. Dead in 2 hits. You start jumping, no. Sure. Okay. What? Okay. They're putting shit in play, sure. Okay. That's what the Lignify is for. They're gonna be very upset about that guy. Lignify this boy. Now you don't get to do that anymore. Another priest. Are you gonna spend everything to kill these things? Sure. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I think I would rather kill the birds. I think them spending their time making food tokens is perfectly fine. That's like medium to bad. 2 cards left. Sure. And they're out of mana. And I get to put a Hydra for X equals 1 billion on something, and we're fine. Green Ranger. Okay, I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They've got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 6, 8. I'm not dead on the backswing. I'm debating how greedy do I want to go. I think I just do it right now. I think I just do it on this thing. Yeah, 3rd Hydra is probably enough. They've got to sacrifice their entire board to deal with a bunch of these threats. Push the extra Hydra, making blocking worse for them. You've got to do... Sure. Okay. Okay. I'm at 21. I've got a blocker. They've got... Yeah, okay. I probably could have gotten greedier and gone lead the Stampede. I just don't think I need to. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I have enough shit going on. I've got the next thing lined up. They can't attack. Lead. Can I get a goddamn MFGD thing? No. rude. And yeah, this is what we're talking about in the deck tech too, of like just the mid-range threat. 4/5 reach trample. You can't just put your thing in front of it anymore. You can if you want it to die. That's fine. They're treading water. Yeah, they're treading water. Playing 4 dang Queering Rangers. Can't find dang ding dang dang. I'm up 3 life. They've got 4 cards in hand. Sure. Sure. Okay. Not finding the Holy Light is really what saved us too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I like the plan. Do I want Monstrous Emergence instead? No? It was clutch when it was clutch. I think I like the plan. Alright, get one on the draw. That's a good hand. This is a grindy hand. Mulligan to 6. Love that. I get to F6 through the turn. They're cycling a thing. I'm going to play Mystic because I like Fyndhorn more than Mystic. Sure. That's the nuts. That's right there, the nuts draw. So even if they kill the Queering Ranger, we'll be fine. If not, it'll be okay. Yeah, this I don't care about. This is what the Lignify is for. They spent their entire turn to attack me for 3. They will never get to do that again in the rest of their lives. You got a 0/4. I've got a this thing. Interesting. Untap this. This is the Holy Light turn. Okay. So we just walked them into a massive blowout. Yeah, and that's game. And that is how you beat White Weenie. Alright, on the play for round 2, always what we like to see, and no lander. I'll be small again. This hand does nothing. Ay. Not what we like to see. Going to 4. Great. Insane. Are we getting the full? I'm just gonna concede. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel. I mean, I guess for hilarity's sake, let's do it. That was so funny, and obviously. Uh, Opponent's having fun. Alright, land. Let's go. Let's see how quickly I lose this one. Get the fuck out. Is the mirror? Oh my god, it's the mirror! And I mulled to 1. Got him. Fantastic draw off the world. Top. Alright. We're battling back. We're battling back. Oh, it's walls. Wall spy? Walls. I mean, I've got all the mana in the world. We can top deck out of this, but I think if it's just have Axebane Guardian and yeah, sure. All right, walls. That's really annoying. What kind of walls? Are they true walls or are they spy walls? And this is why we don't concede in the blind. None of that is helpful. That is insane, but none of that is helpful. Alright. Good draws, big draws. Alright, I guess I'll play it out, see what they actually do. I have 1,000,000 mana. Lignify, Monstrous Emergence, deal 3. Oh, they just, okay, so they're combo walls. Sure. Okay, combo walls. Yeah, combo walls with infinite mana. Sure. That was insanely funny. Couldn't have happened to a worse matchup. Was it drawing anything? No. Alright. That's pretty funny. Alright. This is removal spell time. They don't actually have anything that does with that. I think just killing their shit as quickly as possible. I don't think I need Monstrous Emergence. Hunter's such a good trampled threat. Where am I? Sagus. I don't think I need... No, those are flyers. Okay. I think those are better than a Timberwatch. I don't think I need all the Monstrous Emergence. And... because this kind of does... it does the same deal. I'm going to cut an ent. Alright. I mean, that could have not gone worse. Truly, truly could have not gone worse. Alright. Good 7. Sure. I have their first threat answered, or their first thing answered. I can kill the Axebane when needed. I've got reloads. I've got game-breaking threats. I've got a flyer. I swear to God, if they were bad walls again, I'd be... or... no, they can't be. And that's the nut draw of this deck. 2 Winding Way, creature. Don't get lead information. Has turn 3 Avenging Hunter with extra sauce. They have to spend some time, yeah, setting up. God, the Lord of the Rings cards are so good. Sure. turn 4 or turn 3 on the play, Avenging Hunter pretty good. I can start slamming them again next turn. Sure. Oh. Is that game? No way you're gonna... Okay, cool, so they're dead. They're gonna sack their Tinderwall to play an Axebane Guardian and then just get absolutely fried. Sheesh. Okay. Forge onto... obviously the Avenging Hunter. Target creature control. 2. Oh, I want creature. This should probably be GG's. They're dead so fast, they have no resources. They're at 7. I've got a bunch of, yeah, there are no resources. I mean, that one anyway was atrocious for them. They play like as few lands as we do, and they hit all of them. That's not even going to do anything. Yep. Where are the aggro deck in this matchup? Okay. I think I do want more of these, and I think those are more important than the priests. I think that they're... how do I put this? We have to be aggressive with... oh my god. Again with this? We have to be aggressive in stopping their plan from executing, because they will win over time. Sure, this is fine. Bottom, Hydra. I think I'd rather have the first Monstrous Emergence. Oh, it's their turn. Brutal. Brutal. Alright, so we each took turns mulliganing to Oblivion. Can their 4-card hand... I mean, they can reload better than we can, but it's not positive for them. Oh, he's stepping over here. And Querying Ranger, I just win on the spot. Turn off auto yields, make sure I don't freaking F6 my turn. Three-card keep, I'm assuming a Generous Ent to get their second land drop to cast a Winding Way. I think that's the best that they can do. From 4. Yeah. That's kind of the worst draw in my entire deck. A freaking tap land. Yes, I hate this card. I mean, it's good, but it's not great. Called it out exactly. Generous Ent. Played the second land. Sure. Sure. Pretty good hand. Oh, good goddamn. Pretty good. The no follow-up's not good. And I drew my own. I think just the... I pressed pressed the wrong one. That's fine. I mean, they're struggling. It was a bleed. It's just me playing fast and not really paying attention to what's going on. Just click. But I was going to say, if they have the Axebane Guardian... Alright. Nasty. I'm pumping this no matter what. It's the trample threat. If they have a protection spell, I have a second one. But I think I hold it for now. And then I do think I pick this up. And I just pump it again. I can't attack this turn. That's probably game. Sure. Okay. Yeah, you're trading off Quarian Rangers is not really the issue. But that was a bit of a bleed. Do you even do that? Sure. Okay. So you're taking 2 elves out of it. You're still pretty dead. But that was not great on my part. They have one land and unknown. They just need so many more resources to go, is the thing. Sure. Forest, one unknown. Okay. Alright. Pump this. They bought themselves a turn, but I mean, just having so much removal is starting to add up. They need a critical mass of things to even get the Axebane off the ground. They're gonna be so mad about the next one. This draw is just so stupid. GG's. Yeah. I mean, I had 3 removal spells in a mono green deck where they multi 4. Like, what are you gonna do? Oh. And I was gonna play Avenging Hunter next turn. Sure. Alright. Pretty seamless win against walls. One of the tougher matchups because they're just fast, but I mean, I multed 2 game 1 and was drawing live, and then they, you know, multi 4 game 3. Not super the most fair, but what are you gonna do? Alright, on the die roll again. Okay, so this is one of those hands that, garbled that. We get to just kind of do a little trickery where we don't present too much as elves until it's time. Got our first 3-lander up set up. Oh. It's either actual, factual, whatever, or Ponza. Or not Ponza, Pest, which is not good. Sure. If it's Spy, it's not great. But I'm gonna cycle this in case they are on, like, weird exhume trick. I can get the gingerbread cabin. Sure. Okay. Oh my god, deck. Stop with that. Enough of this. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, done. Combat. No. I think I discard a Mystic and a Forest. I'm playing Priest double Land War next turn. I don't particularly need... Yeah, okay, cool. So there's some sort of pest pile. I don't... Ooh, nice. This is why we keep it generous in case we want to Mass Vandal. You snuff out my Priest. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It's like, even if they kill the Priest, which they're kind of priced into, because otherwise I get to do a bunch of stuff, they're still facing Generison next turn with a thing in between. Okay. No response. I'm gonna cast the Ent and the Finhorn. Finding the Winding Wood is very nice, but right now we're on damage mode. They're gonna have cast downs. They're gonna have snuff outs. They might even have pestilence. It's all bad, but they're probably gonna start digging now. Yep. And the rate of pressure is the name of this game, because they're going to have sweepers. They're going to have much more removal than we have threats, especially at this point. Sure, he's gonna bin that. Yeah, you don't need that. Grip Rats is annoying, but not the biggest thing in the world. It looks like they're... Yeah, bottom one. It looks like they're spinning their wheels. They must not have an answer to Ent. Sure. Yeah, okay, so this is Pestilence of some sort. Interesting. Should either have only one actual swamp. That's funny. Okay, well, anyway... Creature, obviously. Nice. 4/5. Hunter. Because this is the thing that they actually can't deal with. Is they have so much removal, but they can't deal with just one giganto threat. And I'm not attacking with Ent. We're playing an initiative game now, where I'm not going to lose to the most obvious kill Hunter, wipe my board, take the initiative. I never get it back. We've got a bunch of shit coming. They've got 6 mana, 7 cards in hand. Oh, God, these decks just draw so many cards. They're gonna... Okay, sure. I'm gonna forge onto one of the dorks. Diversify threats so that I don't get absolutely shit clowned by 4, 5, 6, 7. And big Ent energy. They're going to kill the Ent in response. Yep, that's fine. That's why I played the other one first instead of going all in on Hydra. And attack with this. Sure. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm just not losing the initiative game to them. I have enough threats. I've got enough stuff going on. There's no reason for me to just overextend into the world's most obvious cast down. You have 6 mana in a black-green control deck that has so much stuff they can do. They have removal. That's what that is. They're still at 20, which is not really where I wanted to go, but, you know. It's not great. I think next turn I'll probably just play Their own hunter, sure. Okay. Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. Is like the initiative game is so tenuous with them. Okay. First things first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I don't care about my elves. If they're gonna block everything and then use a removal spell, that's fine. You have to block Hydra with something. Okay, they're just letting me take the initiative. If you're gonna let me take the initiative, I wouldn't block at all. Okay. Sure, removal spell on the Hydra. Oh, no, you okay. So you let me take the initiative. I trap you down to 5. Trap. Second main, I play Giant Hydra. Bigger than your Avenging Hunter. And I just cycle Elves. Sure. You gonna go for 4? Ugh. No, they're gonna blast it for 1. Yeah, the Ultra Crypt Rats every game. I mean, this is what the problem with this matchup is that they just have as much removal as we have creatures, and we've gotten to the point in the game where they're just getting to... Yeah, okay, dead. That's fine. And it only gets worse. I mean, this deck is designed to chew bells. That's the definition of it. Cutting Priests, they're not long for this world. I'm going to try this. I'm going to cut Priests and Timberwatches and just play to the board. No, I don't need V2s. They don't have flyers. The life gain is not really what it's about. I think I did the math, including the board wipes. It's like they have almost as many removal spells as we have creatures, and I played a slow creature hand. Like, they just sandbagged that Crypt Rats until I was all in. Ugh, this is the same fucking hand. Mulligan. That hand sucked. Sure, I'd rather play this one. And then bottom Hydra. Yield his land step. Yeah, they're gonna play Colony Garden, cycle Genercent, get a forest, and then I think I'm gonna Winding Way. I'm still gonna Winding Way. Please don't whiff. Please deck, if you're ever so kind. Sure. F6. If they play development turn, if they randomly have a Bajuka Bog as their second land for no fucking reason, that'll be annoying. Nope. Okay, they're gonna leave up Fanatical Offering on their plant token. And if they kill my stuff, that's fine. I got their land in to lead the Stampede. But they're definitely Fanatical Offering their plant token, or whatever the other one is. Oh, okay, sure. Sure. Okay. Weird. 2, 3, lead the Stampede. Yeah. Sure. They don't have the Crypt Rat's pump trick going. Yeah. Okay, so they're giving me a turn to operate, which I don't think is the right move. Especially if I find a Monstrous Emergence at the top. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Fine. Just gonna play this. I don't need to overextend. I don't need to do anything. It's their job to come to me. Yeah. Reckoner's Bargain, that's what it is. Yeah, you're in a weird endgame, homie. Oh my god, they had the main deck Troublemaker. Oof, that's so funny. I didn't even realize that was main deck. They might scoop, or they're gonna kill the Avenging Hunter. Sure. Okay. God, I would love Forge. Fine. Just big ass Hydra. And I'm swinging their Hunter. I think no, I don't play the... I think untapping the Hunter is worse than just if they somehow take the initiative without killing all of their stuff as well. Like, this hits everything, so I'm not super worried about that. They have to have Troublemaker Oof and an artifact and or token. And they play that, and then I just replay it. Do they know about the second Hunter? They do, right? Yeah, because it was in the first, or it was in the second the Stampede. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Spin only black, so they can do this 3 times. I forgot what they picked up. I think they picked up a swap. Yeah. Chunguses. Chungus. Hilarious screenshot to beat them. No. Knowing about priests, or Kumbaji wishes, with the Lignify tech is pretty good. They couldn't figure out what to cut. It's a fantastic hand. They're mulliganing. It's good stuff. Sure. And this is why we don't cycle Ent on turn 1. Because they have so much removal. Sure. Winding Way. Did I play land? I did. Okay. I think I just discard. Yeah, that's fine. I think I discard Sagu. Maybe there's a second of a Mass Vandal. Seeing that go sucks. No, it's Sagu. Turn off auto yields. Sure. And now I get to clip this, and also I could have gotten the Gingerbread Cabin. I keep forgetting that's my deck. Sure. They seem like actual factual pestilence. And then I'll run out the Quarian Ranger. They miss a land drop? They did. No, it's their turn 4. Their deck is like 1,000 lands. I feel like it shouldn't miss land drops. But yeah, Tithing Blade to kill 1 elf is not bad. It's probably a land. Sure. That's like not what this game is about. And this is what I'm talking about. It's like this is not really what they're trying to do. And I honestly think keeping them off of stuff is good. I'm losing some tempo by not using my mana. But sure. Sure. You've been punished for that. Hunter. They have nothing in play. 5 cards. I have Lead the Stampede on deck. I have Queering Ranger Surprise. They don't know about. They don't know about. Sure. They get to get a land. Sure. Alright, let's see what you want to do. Sure. I think I play the Generous Hunt now. Look, we'll be smacking it back and forth, but I have insane rips. Because Green Ranger is dead to the Crypt Rats is the problem. Yeah, like that's fine, but they have to... Okay, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Lost Well or Forge? Forge, sure, onto your Hunter, that's fine. Okay, not the best. None of these are anything. Yeah, let's find out. Okay. Sure. They blast this ever. Like, the life gain is the thing that I'm worried about. Go to 7. They don't have 7 lands. That's close. I need another of my Avenging Hunters. Would be nice. I have a bajillion mana. Sure. Sure. That's insane. Okay. I might be dead. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, though. They have so much removal. And they still have their onboard Wrath, and they still have their Avenging Hunter, and they still have blah, 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 blah. This is close. I think I'm just dead to the Crypt Rats. Yeah, okay. Now I'm dead to Crypt Rats. Yeah, alright. They got me. Okay, I mean, it's Pestilence. Insane. On the play, insane again. Yeah. Yeah. And let's hope we're not burned. Like, I think this hand has enough of the tools that you're looking for that you kind of have to risk it. I think that's a reasonable in the blind. I'm not looking up an opponent in a frickin' league. Vault of Whispers, sure. Is it Grixis? Vault of Whispers, never a good sign, but, you know, we're advancing our board. Oh, it's Cycle Storm. Shit. Okay, I should have played Timberwatch, but we got to be on the play for this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright, we gotta kill them quickly. That's not what I needed to see. That's very, very bad, but we've got a bunch of elves in play. Pretty good turn 3. We don't have a Querying Ranger. Yes, keep street wraithing. So I played against this at MagicCon, and I lost the die roll, and I won on... They won on their turn 4 game 1, I won on my turn 4 game 2, they won on their turn 4 game 3, so this is very much a die roll dependent matchup, just because it's two screaming combo decks at each other. I just play Hunter off of Priest next turn, add a thing, and kill them over 2 turns. If I find a Querying Ranger, they're just dead on the spot, I think. I don't even know. They might be. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No, but they can't do anything. They could be at 1. Oh, no. Yeah. Querying Ranger off the top wins. Llanowar. Quirion is 8. And, yeah. So. And if I draw, like, a Generous Ent, I will be sad. Mass Vandal. Terrible, actually, too. It'd be sick to be able to hit their Vault of Whispers, but I can't. Oh, they're going for it. Alright. They must have a risky keep, which is why they're doing this, is they don't think that they can get another turn, and so they're just kind of cycling off. We could just be dead. Oh, that is insane. Sure. 3 mana floating. If they have it, they have it. I have absolutely no recourse for it. Yeah, that's not great. Fairy Macabre doesn't even do anything. I mean, I guess I can clip some of their stuff. Jesus Christ. You just never run out of mana. Okay. I guess let's hope for a fail rate. Like, if I had a Fairy Macabre, what would I even do? Clip some of the cyclers, I guess. They don't want a way to get red mana. They need to find another Lotus Petal. They've used 2 just to keep the black mana chain flowing. I mean, if they don't find more mana, they are in trouble. Did you find a petal? They did not. Sure. Alright, Querying Ranger off the top, maximum punish. Do I have lethal right now? Yes, because they have put themselves to 10. Yeah, cool. They want to turn early. I mean, I'm never hard casting those. I guess we'll bring in this. I mean, the game's not going to go Avenging Hunter time. I guess I'll, like, it's just not, that's not what this is about. Keeping a generous sense because they have artifact lands for Rowan's Grim Search. You can mana screw them off stuff, which is pretty funny. To be mana screwing a deck that plays like literally 3 lands, but that's what they get for playing 3 lands. Alright. Was that my turn 4? Yeah. So that's what this matchup is. This is just no interaction. Just slamming shit until one of us dies. The first time I get a 1-lander with Gingerbread Cabin, I'm going to be so angry. I want you to know that. I want everyone to know that. It is funny that, like, this deck is kind of why I feel like they banned High Tide. Is like too many people. It was too easy to do High Tide and too hard to do Cycle Storm, but they were like, there is a deck in the format already that you can spend 4 times as much time as you want on your opponent. So this is a not great hand, but this is like the most possible mana I can ever get in a single turn. That was the worst draw in the entire deck, but yep. I'm just playing stuff to play stuff. Green Ranger, once again, most important card in my deck. And that is why because Timberwatch is more important than Priest in this matchup, because like I said, we don't have time for this. I just do not have time. Yeah. Because they hit a critical mass. Like, I mean, I guess the Fairy Macabre is like stuffing the... Oh my god, deck. Enough with that. Two-turn clock. You are dead next turn. You gotta go now. And this is why Timberwatch is important. Put them to dead on board. Make them have to start doing things. If they can't get off the ground now, they are dead. They're not... I was gonna say they're not mana positive, but... Yeah, I mean, this is... What this deck does is they see a million cards and eventually they get there. Go check out Bryant Cook of the Epic Storm if you want someone who can teach you how to play Cycle Storm. I won Lotus Petals at my store's championship 1 year, and I have them on my shelf because I am never learning Cycle Storm because I don't get and or care for the lines. Who, brother? I mean, as long as the damage is good for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, I probably got there. If they're having a Reaping the Graves is good. Oh, okay, so they're doing this trick where they exploit the creature as it enters, the dumbest mechanic in the entire world. Oh, that's not great. That is scrambling. Alright, fail rate. Fail rate, maximum pressure. Gotta have it. Long pause, and that's game. We're trying anything useful? No. Alright. 3 and 1 going to the final round. Losing to Gardens is not unsurprising. That is kind of... The deck is seeing a rise in the format because of the prevalence of elves and other mid-range strategies that it can just kind of chew up. Like, it just has the tools to grind you into the point where it's 2-for-1s, 3-for-1s or better. The Hunter sub game with both of us playing is just incredibly tough because they're not letting me play it on turn 3. Like that's what I have to do against them. Okay, I don't love this hand. It's weak to everything, but I mean I was on the play all five matches, and that's what we're gonna do. Make him have it. Bolt sucks. See that? Ugh. Fine. I will do this again. Priest. The priest no follow-up is the most kill this immediately thing I've ever seen. Sure. Do you have the defile? No. Oh, it's food combo. Oh, okay. They have a snuff out. Great. Alright, cat food combo. I think I have to Winding Way. Sure. And then I think I jumped the third Timberwatch. Alright. No Mass Vandals. Very annoying. They need a sack outlet for the cat. I play both of these so that I can't get cut off mana as easily with just killing the priest, but I think they bought them enough time to go nuts. So they have Astronaut's Altar to sack the Cauldron Familiar infinitely with Mirror Retriever and 1 food is usually enough. I've gotten Goldfish on turn 3 by this deck plenty of times. I am not putting your cat in your graveyard for you for free. I will take 1. Okay. Priest. I think finding a Generous or a Mass Vandal is more important than... They play land? No. Roost. Like, I could be dead next turn. I could not be. I would rather just start getting stuff in play. Yep, that's fine. So this is the thing with the priest. The priest is such an obvious game-ending threat that decks like this just have to deal with it. They could still go off if they find the altar. They're digging, digging, digging. This is the other side of these kinds of decks, is that they have so much like chaff in them. Cool. This second one. Attack for 1. If they hang it out, they're cooked. But they also could just have it entirely rolled up and have it not matter. But we'll see. This is a Goldfish deck where we just kind of stare at each other. Oh, Jesus Christ, really? Come the fuck on. Well, good to know. Bloop. I am shields down to the combo, but if they're just going to play, sure. I'm pretty cooked here, but that was a pretty fantastic draw. Because now I get to do the Quirion Ranger trick. And now I'm minting foods every turn. And I don't care about Troll. Who's the life gain? Who's the food deck now? I mean, at any point they draw Astronaut's Altar, we're cooked. But, I mean, this is a pretty decent clock. I don't care. Sure. That's very annoying. So I do care. Sure. Sure, sure, sure. So yeah, this is kind of the same thing we were dealing with last time. I'm dead to any sack outlet with the Cauldron Familiar because of the Ent. But that is pretty fantastic. Because now I get to do this, make another food. Don't have to even tap this, play the priest. And now I'm not dead to troll. I can figure out all this other shit later. Yeah. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, is I'm not dead to the Cauldron Familiar activation. They need to have it 3 times this turn. Jesus. I'll go to 3. I mean, if they have Crypt Rats off the top for 3, sure, whatever. 2. Sure. This doesn't feel like someone that's killing me. Sure. Do I have lethal on the swing back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Every fucking... Really? 3 cards left? Alright, and now I think I might be dead. Yeah, okay, you got me. I mean, I didn't get off the ground that great. I think that's fine. But once again, this is a deck that is entirely designed to chew up what we're doing. The problem is also their stuff. Their stuff doesn't care about our stuff. I'll bring this in for Crypt Rats, because I'd rather have that there for Crypt Rats. Sorry if I keep hitting the thing. That there for Crypt Rats, just as a way to deal with it. I think I'll only go to 2. And I'm gonna cut the Sago. I just don't like Sago Wildling. I just think that like a 3/3 in the air is fine. This deck has so much removal. 5 mana, gain 3 is like whatever. I mean, I guess I'll cut 1 for 1. Because the way we kill them is we kill them. We do not fart around and let them get campfires and 9 land drops and all this other random crap. We are not meeting them in the mid-range. That is how you lose. That's what they're trying to do. Meeting them in their own preferred game state is how you lose these kind of matchups, which is fairly obvious, I feel like. And you should try to avoid just getting in a long slug out match with a deck that has 8 draw 2 pluses and a literal infinite life gain combo and yada yada. Declamor would be nice for this, but I do not have Declamor in the sideboard. I'm following the anti-mono red sideboard, and I played 0 mono red because, of course, why would I not? Okay. I think this is just fine, but is not the most thrilling hand. But we've got Winding Way, we've got one of our 2 or 3 Fairy Macabres. Winding Way, creature. So, if they try to do stuff, now would love an Avenging Hunter. Sure. They're probably so happy this is not Hunter on this. I think I lead the Stampede. Yeah. And I attack for 1. And then I think I put the other... I think I put the Hydro. No, it's Timberwatch. Yeah, we're in the Chungus phase. It's weirdly Timberwatch. And this is why we kept up the thing. Oh. Okay. So they're betting on... They're betting on Hunter being good enough. Which it might be. Or they're betting on whatever their combo is being good enough. And I mean, if they have turn 3... Yeah, this is why you didn't Mass Vandal, because they were so clearly holding a fanatical offering of that sort that wasting a Mass Vandal on something that doesn't actually matter is fine. I think double land. Crypt Rat's poison is annoying. Oh my god, this fucking thing. Sure. Sure. And Forge onto Quirion Ranger. You gonna kill the Quirion Ranger in response? No. Make all my shit big. They're dead in quite a few hits. Oh, sure. Okay. Oh my god, I hate this kind of deck. Sure. What a weird spot for them to be in. Like they have to leave up the Moment's Peace, but they're still dying to the trap. I get to start actually just doing stuff. Yep. Yep. I don't care about any of that. Sure. Crypt Rat's X equals 1 doesn't do it. Drown in Sorrow kills 2 Llanowar Elves. Sure. Archive, draw a card. And then this is where we get the blowout. Pestilence. They bomb in response. Actually, I don't even need to do that. Yeah, because if they activate in response, they're gonna get me. So let's just do this. Gotcha. No response. Exile Genercent. They didn't do it. Winding Way. Creature. Sure. I don't think this is lethal. It's not 15. Is it 9? No. Did I play land this turn? I did. Okay. No, I think we're fine. Ooh, turn off auto yields. I have... Sure. They're gonna start cycling for stuff. Sure, yeah. They need to have cat combo or another Moment's Peace. This is digging. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Alright. Now on the draw. Do I think anything changes? I think I do want the Avenging Hunter. And I think the 3 Lignifies are good for them running out Kamaji Witches and Avenging Hunters and also like they'll sack their shit, but oh, this hand. This is the meeting them at their thing that I was talking about. No. Better. Bottom an elf. Like that hand, the other hand had no plan. This at least does something. And if they're greedy, they'll spend a removal spell on the Land of War or set up a thing. Winding Way off the top is the most insane draw I could have. Sure. Fairy Macabre would be insane just as cover. Okay. I think I play this, and then I attack for 1, and I don't show them that they're getting Hunter next turn. Not great. More annoying than anything, but not the most fun in the world. I like Land of War more. Sure. Okay. Damn. That was pretty good. Alright, Winding Way. Creature. Okay. Mystic, attack for 1. Yeah, this one's slipping away. Okay, or I get to have it all. Okay, sure. This is the not overextend thing that that people talk about is like, they're gonna have sweepers, they're gonna have their own avenging hunters, they're gonna have their own stuff. They're just gonna be able to fight over this in the same way that I am. No response. Forge. They're holding up Moment's Peace, which is fine. We're here to throw haymakers. Fairy Macabre is insane. Any order. They're holding onto the Pestilence, so I don't need to cast that. I do this. I attack for 8. You've got a Moment's Peace. Nope. You're gonna sack. Oh, sure. Okay. That's fine. Defile 2. Sure. Okay. So they're running out of cards. They don't have their engine going. I can start playing. Sure. That's fine. They know about the Fairy Macabre, which is funny. Trap you. 2 cards left. I get to slam. Oh. 7 mana. I still think this is better. I will trade, or I will. They'll take 3. That's fine too. They don't have any life gain. They can, sure, they're gaining. I'm trading a Limbus for a onboard Limbus for an attack with an onboard creature. Sure. Archives, draw an extra card. Okay. So they're at 10. Okay. They're at 10. What do I do? I have 8 mana. I think I do this. Hydra 0. Just give it trample. Go to combat, attack with this guy, these two. Sure. That's fine. This is what we prepared for. God, just click the frickin' thing. One card left. They can sack to gain 3. Okay. They could just scry 1. Yeah, opponent hates lead the Stampede. Yeah, no shit, homie. And now I get to Throne of the Dead 3. Avenging Hunter? Same? Yeah. Hunter's too good. Yeah, and is so broken. Oh. Alright. The opponent's complaining about elves being broken. Okay. Oh, we're still in my upkeep. Let's see if that'll piss him off too. Alright. This. Force the action on the Limbus. Yeah. And now I Fair Macabre. Okay, cool. They're just done. Nice. That's 4-1. That's a nice little 4-1 record. Feeling pretty good. I think that OP's complaints aside about initiative being broken, which I agree with, I think the deck kind of performed as it did. I mean, I was on the play every single game. That's definitely helps. We don't like to do that. We didn't face red decks. I faced, what the hell was it, like White Weenie, Walls, Pestilence. What the hell was the 4th deck? I just played them. Oh, Cycle Storm. Okay, yeah, and Food Combo. So just kind of being stompy stuff, doing normal things. Nothing was really out of the ordinary. So I think it was pretty good for a first league. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.